Hi, I'm Desirae.
And I'm Savannah.
And you're watching Savannah Ray.
So today we are reacting to James Charles' cover of God is a Woman.
And we have a special guest with us to help us react.
Rosa! She's one of our best friends. So basically I already watched this, but I had a lot of things to say about it when I was watching it. So I was like, hey, I really want Desirae to watch it with me so I can get more opinions. And then Randy was coming over already because we were doing our own thing, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, more opinions. So here we are. Basically, I know that everyone was kind of mean to him about the cover. I want to show them his reaction on Snapchat, and then I want to show his cover of the song. I'm going to have them watch his reaction
So
first.
it's not like a music video, it's just like him?
It's just him singing into a little mic thing.
Hi guys, I hope you're all having a good day today. I am not. Literally this morning, literally all the comments on it are so nasty, so thanks for that. It's never you guys. People are just so fucking rude for no reason. Like, it genuinely blows my mind and I don't get it. And I, like, what's the point?
Okay, but where is he?
I posted the ending of my
I like how there's a bunch of butterflies around him.
Yeah.
He's like cursing and like,
I'm
pissed off, but I'm still
so rude, and they all have too.
He's gonna get wrinkles from doing
literally, I was already upset this morning. Like,
I want to stop right there, just because he said he was in a bad mood anyway, and he repeats that like throughout the whole thing. I think he should have waited until he wasn't in a bad mood to say anything about it.
I know, because it really shows how bad of a mood he's in. Like, if he was rational at this point, he would be like calmly being like, okay, like, you guys are giving me hate, like, I don't care, like, you just shouldn't watch the video, you know, and that's really rude. But instead, he's going on Snapchat, like, attacking people.
He's just so angry.
You can see the anger.
Fuel to the fires.
Yeah. It's kind of just unnecessary. It's like, it's not even like, oh, I feel bad for him. It's like, whoa, like,
he's really
step
angry.
back.
Hey, can you calm down?
So angry.
He's really angry, and it's like, I feel like he should have waited because he's so angry, I don't feel any empathy for him.
He should have known that he was going to get hate for it because, like, it's something different, and there's always people in the comments like, oh, this isn't your, like, forte, like, you should just stick to makeup and
Though
stuff.
I'm with that he did it. Like,
no, it's cool, but I just don't feel bad for him because of this video.
Because you're desperate and you have nothing else to do with your fucking life? Be better, bitch. Like, I
No,
thought
it's
we all
probably
listen.
just their
If you don't have
opinion.
anything nice to say, don't say anything. Like, why?
He said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah, no, I've heard him say that he likes criticism and that he takes criticism seriously, and when people say it, then he'll like listen and like make it better and stuff.
We haven't watched the video yet. I haven't had them watch the video, but when I watched it, he did seem very insecure about singing altogether, and I think that's why he's probably really upset. But it's like,
He's like more embarrassed than he is angry.
It's just what's gonna happen. I feel like the only thing that matters is if he liked it. You know what I mean? Who cares if I liked it? Who cares if she liked it? Who cares if she hated it? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter.
So you seem like the fact that like he's having a bad day and stuff like that as an excuse to be saying all these things about other people, but it's really not worth it. It's not really not needed. I mean, you're gonna get hate for anything, and you just gotta ignore it.
Yeah.
Overall, this whole video, I just don't like how angry he is.
I feel like I just can't have any empathy for him because, like, usually people make a joke of it and they like make videos like reacting to hate comments and they just like laugh at it and stuff, but he's genuinely angry when it's like, obviously you're gonna get hate for something, you know?
Because people are too much of a little bitch to say their fucking chest on their real account. Cannot sing themselves. We all know that. I'll give you the little inside scoop there. Obviously, that cover was not. There's not a single note in that cover that is wrong. Every single note is perfectly on pitch.
Honestly, that doesn't matter. If the notes are correct, it doesn't make it good. It makes it like you can still be flat, you know, and it can still sound bad even though you fixed it all.
I think he sounded really salty at that moment. It's just because not everyone sings perfectly, you know? And it's okay to have a little flaws, and who cares if people don't think they're good. Literally, I sing on my YouTube channel, and someone commented, that's not it.
I don't mind criticism. Like, if people are trying to say, like, oh, you were flat at this note, like, take that and be better, you know? I just don't understand why he's so salty about this. I get it, I would be upset too, but really, you have to be doing this? Like, don't you have better things to do with your time? Like, he's saying, oh, you guys are...
And he's like describing
Like,
a certain person who's like, oh, with only like 100 followers and like 3 posts and you're on private. Like, who cares about
I know,
all that
honestly,
stuff?
who cares? Like, he's just throwing in a lot of shade that's not necessary.
I understand where he's coming from to a certain point.
Yeah.
There are people who will comment and leave nasty things for you to read that really aren't necessary on their part, But at the same time, you're not helping
I mean,
yourself.
this is like not even halfway through, and he's still going. Like, what do you have to say more? Like, he's starting to get into roasting people at this point instead of trying to make it better.
At this point, it's just self-sabotage. It's
Honestly,
he's going down.
He's embarrassed. He's because
That
it
it
was
wasn't
something. It was out of his comfort
perfect.
zone, and people like that's like being really excited about something, and then everybody being like, "Oh, I was awful." And it's like that's very. It's sad, and I feel bad thinking about it. But his reaction to
It
it
is
makes me feel
sad,
less bad.
but he's redirecting that embarrassment into anger, and it's not pretty. So
I'll admit it's not a great song for my voice, but I love the song, so I wanted to sing it anyway. But you commenting on the post saying I know it's wrong or sounds bad is literally just wrong, and you look fucking stupid. To me, at least, who knows exactly what's going on here. Just because you're in choir class 1 year, Daniela, does not mean that.
okay, wait.
because you're in choir class in 1 year,
Choir class.
Daniela.
Daniela.
Like, oh, he's dropping
And
names.
he's pointing you
What was I
out.
gonna say?
I mean,
We
what
need
if
to
it was-
look in the comments and see if there's actually a Daniela.
Oh my God.
I didn't know.
The girl's like, wow, you just added me.
She feels personally attacked. Daniela really cut him deep.
And I don't know the point of this video. I don't know if it's to get his anger out and like make people mad, or if it's to make people feel empathy, because I feel like if he was going for the empathy, he would be like, oh, people said this and it like hurt my feelings, like you guys shouldn't do that to other people. But instead he's like, Daniela, you know. So it's just so hard to feel for him because he's so angry. It's like, what is your point? Like, I really don't know where he's trying to go with this.
I really would have been, if this was like me, I would have been like, you know what? And I just feel like any of my like true fans out there would have really been like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm glad you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? Supported him, whether or not it was bad or not, you know? And I would have been more, I mean, I still would have been upset, but I wouldn't have been angry, you know? And I would have been like, well... Daniela! Somebody just messaged me.
Oh my God, that's funny.
She knows.
If it was me making this video,
Yeah.
I would have been more like, you know what, it really hurt my feelings that I can't step out of my comfort zone and do something different. What I'm interpreting from what he's saying is that he got a lot of hate, and that's, I haven't even looked. All I know is I'm taking his word, like he got a lot of hate, and I think that sucks.
I just can't imagine people commenting on this video and being like, I'm so sorry, like,
Yeah.
poor thing, like, oh, I feel so bad for you. It's more like, whoa, like, calm down. I don't, like, dislike him, but I'm not really on his side at this
Yeah.
point.
I agree with him. People are mean
Yeah.
when they're not, it's not necessary to be. But I don't think in this circumstance was it the right time to point that out. You know, like when people like comment on YouTube stuff, oh, kill yourself. That's when it's like not necessary, and that's
Yeah.
just too far. Being like, oh, I don't like it. Oh, it was really bad. That's opinion.
He's
and that
just
doesn't
taking
matter.
it too much to heart. Like, it's not personal, it's just my own opinion. So, I don't know.
Or if you really don't like something, don't say anything at all. I know the cover is my best.
Does he
I know
not
that
want
I'm not the best-
criticism? I don't understand. He's always saying that he would love criticism. Like,
All I can say is
Yeah.
you cannot expect anyone not to say anything mean at all.
Yeah.
That's just too much. That's asking for way too much.
so when he's not irrational, he's like, oh, I can take criticism. And then when he gets angry about criticism, he's like, nobody say your opinions
Yeah.
unless it's a good opinion. I think that's absurd.
No, it is absurd.
Yeah.
When you work hard on something and people are just being fucking mean for literally no reason at all. Oh, like, you can't say that, like, you're fucking famous, like, you can't be mean to these people, like, that's not fair. Like, it is fair. First of all, like, just because someone has followers does
doesn't
not mean
matter
that they
if
don't
you're
have
famous.
feelings,
Yeah,
okay?
forget
And
people
yes,
for
they built
that.
up a thick skin, but people just need to, makes me so sad. And I'm feeling really discouraged today, and I know
See,
that
if
this
he
sounds
just
really
said that,
annoying,
if he
and it's gonna
just
come
said that, I'd
across
feel
to people as
bad.
obnoxious, and I know that people are gonna have opinions, and I have to accept that. It's my life and it's my job, but I just don't understand the need to be mean. It's so rude and it's so unnecessary. It's hard. Be nice, bitch. I guess that is an end to my PSA. I'm about to walk into my friends with you guys later on.
You know what? Rewatching that, he definitely was just getting his feelings out. Like he was definitely angry, and then you could tell he felt more released at the end.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not that mad about it.
I get it.
His smile.
I get it a lot. But I mean, like, honestly, in my opinion, I think he should have made this video, let it all out, and then deleted it and did it again with more raw
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
Because this is just temporary feeling. The anger is temporary,
Right.
which led to the sadness and the vulnerability. But the fact that you led with your anger made it so much, like, worse
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
end. It
exactly.
didn't have the right outcome that he would have wanted. Whereas the end of the video, where it's just raw emotion, where he's telling how he feels rather than letting his anger get a hold of him.
He's more of, I feel
He's more
discouraged, like I'm having a bad day, more instead of attacking people for hating.
You believe God is a woman, and I can tell that you know I know how I want it. I'm telling you the way I like it, how I want it. And I can be all the things you're doing not to be. When you try and come for me, I keep on pushing.
Yeah.
Oh, you love it how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done, you believe God is a woman, and I get blessed. See if you deserve what, yeah. God is a woman, yeah. You believe God. God is a woman. You believe God. God is a woman.
Well, that was it.
Oh, he's feeling himself at the end.
No.
That wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
I don't know
voice.
why he got so much hate for that.
Oh, I
Just-
don't either.
Like, it wasn't horrible.
It was just out of his, what everyone known him for. I
But
think
you know,
that's
it
why
was the
everyone's
first singing video, though.
like, he sings like randomly a lot.
Yeah.
But he did. I don't know about cover, but I don't know much about him actually.
There was a lot of flat notes.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded very touched up. Like, he said he went in and fixed every note, and, like, it really sounds like he went in and fixed every note.
He said he was going to sing. Everyone's expectation was like, oh, he's going to be so good. But it's like, and then when he wasn't, which he has claimed, like, it's something he just loves to do, so he's going to do it. It just wasn't what everyone's high expectation was, but it's like, I feel like everyone lost sight. It was like, he was saying it was just for fun, and that he's not great at it, but he still likes to do it. And that's why I was like, yeah, just do it then. Like,
I don't know why people had to hate when he already said that he's not a professional singer.
and I think that's why he got really mad. It's because
It's
he's
not
like,
like-
I already made that disclaimer. Why are you guys hating on
Yeah.
me for something I was just doing for fun? So I get that.
Like, he has a really beautiful voice. The other thing I think was that it was a little bit plain. I think he didn't be himself, and I think he tried to make it as perfect as he could.
Yeah, it just sounded a little
And because
too
of that-
perfect.
Yeah, because he tried to fix it as much as he could, that it sounded like not real. It sounded fake.
So it's just
I
kind of
like
boring.
I
to
like
me.
ending was
rawness
great.
of music, and I like how you can hear your like
Yeah.
rasp in your voice and stuff. But that just sounds flat like the whole time.
There was
So-
nothing new.
Like his
to
face
it.
looked like he's really into it, but the sound that's coming out is like
Yeah.
very dull.
Like, it was really hard to
It's, like,
match the voice
smooth all the way
with how he
across.
looked.
Yeah.
Like this, how he, like, it looked like he was feeling a bunch. To just look, when you were listening to it, you couldn't hear any of the emotion. It was all gone.
And the thing is, if you do a video like that, you should do it raw, and even if you like miss notes or like you're off key at some point, it doesn't matter because you can see how into it he is. But when you record it and then go over it and touch everything up, it just kind of loses, like, you lose sight of what you're trying to do to begin with, and it's no longer like vulnerable or raw.
But then that's when I start to understand people more, because like, well, obviously he tried really, really hard because he literally edited his voice. So why wouldn't he be able to take the criticism? But it's like, he just did it to make himself feel better. And I feel like that's another thing that people lose sight of.
Yeah.
I know he was probably scared that he was going to get hate if he didn't touch it up as much as he did, but since he did, I feel like it made it kind of worse.
Yeah.
Because you can tell that that's not, like, what came out of his mouth. You can just tell, so it's hard to be like, that was amazing, when it's like, was that even you, you know?
I feel like without all the editing, it would have been, like, really beautiful. It was just very, like, fake.
Yeah.
Just because of all the editing.
Like, his voice is nice, and even though he might go off key at some points, like, I just feel like it's fine. Like, it would be, like, annoying to me, but it would be more raw, and I like rawness.
Yeah, if he was more of himself, it would kind of, like, bring
You would
down
be more
the other
into
stuff.
it. Yeah, you would be more into it, and you would be, like, feeling the song instead of listening to every note. But since it was so perfect, you were, like, forced to listen in and be like, you know?
And that's what singing is. Singing is being very vulnerable. It's not something you do and then it's like everything's going to come out perfect. You have to really try with every note you do. Singing is hard, man.
And I feel like you could tell when someone's just singing because it's just something that they just like do, and you could tell when you're singing because you feel the song.
And he says that he loves to sing, but I don't see that in this video because he sings and then he makes it perfect, which
Yeah.
isn't, now I'm not seeing how happy it makes you feel or how much you love it. Now I'm just seeing, like, afterwards you perfecting it because you're scared of, like, hate.
It looks like he's doing this video more for other people than he was for himself.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
got
the
from it.
conclusion, man.
Yeah.
He was definitely doing it, and he was probably really upset with the outcome, which I would be too.
Yeah.
He purposely did it
That's
so
not
people would
it.
like it. That's not it. That's
not it. Bad. It was good. It's pretty
Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
it wasn't.
I don't
it was
understand
definitely
all the
what I
hate.
expected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like people expectations were just too high. They expected Ariana Grande when we came here for James Charles. Like what? So thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys like enjoyed our opinions. I feel like we're very opinionated persons, Desirae and I. And Brandy's just a big old sweetheart.
She is a big old sweetheart. I'm proud of her for, like, giving her opinions
me
on
too.
this.
When she started
I'm
talking, I was like,
I was like, yes, Brandy. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to our channel.
oh, our new channel.
Ooh, this is our first video. How exciting.
But for more reaction, because we're gonna be doing a lot of reaction videos, I have a lot of ideas coming up. So make sure to subscribe.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Did we do it?